Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids just able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Parkview Field right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and this matchup of high school baseball here on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff bringing the broadcast, and I'm joined by Noah Johanningsmeyer. And this game is between the Carroll Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. Homestead comes into this game at 12-3 on the season. You know, they've had a lot of key players to replace. You think about Carter Matheson, last year's Dick Crumbach Player of the Year, and also Caleb Colpeen, who was a very solid hitter for the Homestead team. But even with that, Homestead has figured things out. They've been able to put together a really good season, and some guys, in some cases, who were not frequent starters last year, have stepped up for the Spartans.
Yeah, the Spartans really lost a lot of talent from last season, but they've been able to regroup and become a great team this season. Losing Carter Matheson is a hard thing to recover from, one of the great players in high school last year, and it's just been great to see the Spartans have a nice start to the year this year, sitting at 12-3.
Some of the guys who have stepped up this year are Brennan Wiegert, for one. Now, he was a frequent starter last year, actually hit a home run in the opener against Fishers. And this year he's batting .471, and he's also driven in 12 runs. Nick Hockemeyer has been the leading run producer for Homestead with 21 RBIs. And Braden Quintana has also been a big producer, 12 runs batted in, a .413 average. And Jake Goody, a guy who was not a frequent starter last year, he's driven in 14 runs. He's batting .375. And if I'm not mistaken, Jake Goody is the younger brother of former Homestead basketball star Luke Goody.
And you are correct. Jake Goody is Luke Goody's brother, and he is one of those guys that has truly stepped up on this team this year for the Spartans to get it going and have a nice 12-3 start. A lot of guys have stepped up to the plate this year.
Well, this Carroll team is 19-2 overall. In fact, they are ranked number 4 in the Indiana coaches poll in Class 4A. So Carroll certainly having a great season. Like I said, 19-2. They didn't quite get to 20 wins last year. However, they did go 19-8. If the Chargers win today, they will get to 20 wins on the season, and it'll be just one more victory in Dave Ginder's impressive career. But we got the national anthem coming up here on Summit City Sports. Well, as I said, Carroll is led by head coach Dave Ginder. He's in his 20th season as head coach, and he's won 420 games. Love to get number 421 against the hated rivals, I dare say, from Homestead High School. That's right, this is a big rivalry, two teams that do compete in the SAC in football and basketball, but not so in baseball or other sports. There are a couple of independent schools in those particular sports, whether it be baseball, cross country, track and field, and a whole host of other sports as well. Give you a look at the starting lineup for Carroll. They're going to have Jaden Dubaugh as designated hitter. He'll lead things off. Third baseman Connor Barkle bats second. First baseman Jordan Mallett will bat third. Shortstop Andrew Sinish will bat fourth. Batting fifth is Alex Smith. He's the starting second baseman for this game. Daniel Kirk is the starting left fielder. He'll bat fifth. Michael Dirkman is the starting right fielder. He bats sixth, followed by the catcher Cooper Rudolph batting seventh, or batting eighth, rather. And rounding out the batting order is the center fielder Gabe Starks. Here's the defense for Homestead. Isaac McDonald is the starter at first base. At second base is Brennan Wiegert. At short is Bryce Yoder. At third is number 13, Jackson Todor. In left field is Braden Quintana. In center field is Nick Hockemeyer. Carson Nutter is in right field. Starting catcher is Carter Dixon. And the starting pitcher for today is Caden Tarango for Homestead.
And it's going to be interesting to see how Caden Tarango can go out there and pitch today. He's had a little bit of a slow start to the season this year with a 7.88 ERA, but he is going to play baseball at the next level at Dayton. He has proven he's an elite pitcher, and let's see how he can play today.
Well, here is Jaden Dubaugh, and I believe I covered a game of his last year where Carroll defeated Northrop. I believe he hit a home run in that game. Dubaugh this year does not yet have a home run. However, he is batting .400. And the first pitch to Dubaugh misses downstairs for a ball, and this game is underway. On the corner for a called strike. I mentioned that Dave Ginder has won 420 games in his head coaching career. He has also won 2 state championships, 2010 and 2012.
With Ginder at the helm, you know this Chargers team is going to be very well coached.
He's got some experienced assistant coaches as well, including Brent Windmiller. He teaches over at Carroll Middle School. In fact, he might even be one of the administrators over there. I believe he's in his 16th season as a varsity assistant. Dubaugh fights that one off to stay alive. And he continues to fight him off. 22 runs driven in for Dubaugh this year. He is the third leading run producer for the Chargers, behind Jordan Mallett and Alex Smith. We'll have more on Mallett when we get towards his spot in the batting order. I tell you what, Dubaugh just barely got a piece of that one.
Just staying alive pitch by pitch with all these foul balls.
Of course, we are here at Parkview Field, the home of the Class A affiliate of the San Diego Padres, the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. I came close to hitting Dubaugh, but it's 3-2. And he fights off another one. Caden Tarango has 20 strikeouts on the season, and he gets a little pop-up here into shallow right field. And fighting the sun was Carson Nutter, who makes the catch.
Nice job by Nutter getting under that one and securing the out for the Spartans.
Well, here's Connor Barkle, a .314 hitter on the season. He's driven home 17 runs. And he rips this one into left field. That one's hit a long way, continuing to carry. Forget about it. Solo home run, Connor Barkle, and it's 1-0 Chargers.
And how about that? Barkle with a nice hit there and getting his second home run of the season.
Well, it did not take long at all for the Chargers to crack the scoreboard, as now Jordan Mallett will step to the plate. Now, Jordan Mallett is a newcomer to the Chargers as he takes a called strike on the corner there. But he transferred in from the great state of Texas. Weather's not quite as warm here as it is down in Texas. He gets under one. That's a well-hit ball into left field. Quintana going back, and that's off the top of the wall. And heading into third is Mallett, and he is in with a sliding triple, even though he didn't need to slide.
Back-to-back hits. The Chargers just hitting it deep to the left side.
They had the home run by Barkle moments ago, and then a triple by Jordan Mallett. And Mallett, adding to his average, he's hitting .379. He's actually the leading run producer on this team, 29 runs driven in. Now Andrew Sinish is going to be tasked with getting him in. Sinish has been effective in producing runs, 16 RBIs this year, but he's behind in the count 0-2 here. Alex Smith, another dangerous hitter, is due up on deck. But can Sinish get on base and get this run home? He'll have a chance to get on base as he takes the ball downstairs. That's taken down and away, and the count gets to 2-2. Tarango had it in an 0-2 count. That one skips in the dirt and it gets away. Here comes Mallett in to score easily. And Carroll takes a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Tarango gets the strikeout.
Nice job by Tarango there, recovering after the error on the last one, allowing the run, but able to get the strikeout on the next pitch.
Here's Alex Smith, one of the top run producers on this team, 25 runs driven in. But he's got nobody on base at this point. He flares that one into left field. Quintana coming in, and he's got it for the final out of the top of the first. But Carroll gets 2 runs, 2 extra base hits. They leave nobody on base, and they lead it 2-0 over Homestead. And while we have a moment, we will go ahead and let you know what the lineup is going to look like for the Homestead Spartans here in just a second. Carson Nutter is the leadoff hitter for the Spartans. Nick Hockemeyer is the center fielder. He bats second. Second baseman Brennan Wiegert bats third. Left fielder Braden Quintana bats fourth. DH Jake Goody bats fifth, followed by Bryce Yoder. Catcher Carter Dixon will bat seventh. Isaac McDonald bats eighth, and rounding out the batting order for Homestead is Jackson Todor. The defense for Carroll looks a little something like this. Jordan Mallett starts at first base. Connor Barkle, who hit the home run, he'll start at third. Starting at second is Alex Smith. Starting at short is Andrew Sinish. Daniel Kirk will start in left field. Gabe Starks is the starter in center field, and the starter in right field is Michael Dirkman. Starting pitcher for Carroll is Will Worrell. Starting catcher is Cooper Rudolph. Now Worrell comes into this game with a 1.43 ERA. And to add to that, he is the second leader in strikeouts this season for the Chargers. He's got 27 of those.
Worrell has been absolutely phenomenal for this Chargers team so far on the season, just leading to win after win with his dominant pitching.
Well, here's Carson Nutter to lead things off for the Spartans as Carroll got off to a heck of a start in this one. A solo homer by Connor Barkle. That was followed by a triple by Jordan Mallett. He came around to score on the wild pitch as that one's taken down and in to Nutter. That one actually hit him. Well, it had been such a good season to start for Worrell, but he hits the first batter he faces here. And Nick Hockemeyer will come to the plate. He's a .347 hitter, goes after that first pitch. He's behind in the count 0-1.
Yeah, Hockemeyer has been a dangerous hitter for this Spartans team. 21 runs driven in. He has also a home run on the season.
That one came close to hitting him. It's the second time Worrell has faced a lefty today. Just 2 at-bats, of course. That's popped up. It's playable for Barkle, and he'll make the catch in foul ground. Well, Worrell has struggled to find the strike zone for most of the game so far, but he's able to get an out from his defense there. And now Brennan Weigert will step to the plate. A .471 hitter. 12 RBIs as they throw back and don't get the out at first. Weigert is one of 2 Spartans to hit a home run this year. Don't have nearly the kind of power that they had a year ago. Obviously, when a guy like Carter Matheson graduates and heads off to Indiana University, that is, you expect to lose a lot of power. They have, but they do have a 12-3 record coming into this game. That's popped up. Is that going to be playable? Looks like it is. And it's caught right along the foul line by Cooper Rudolph.
What a play there by Cooper Rudolph. He also plays football, some wide receiver. Might have just shown it right there.
Here's Braden Quintana, another one of those lefties coming to the plate. That's one thing that Homestead has frequently had a lot of, is good left-handed hitters. Just a few years ago, I mentioned Caleb Colpine. His brother Cade was a starting catcher and a left-handed batter. He had a strong bat. Obviously, Carter Matheson was a lefty. But Quintana getting a lot more playing time this year and taking well advantage of it. .413 is his average. There goes the runner from first, and Quintana fouls it off. Quintana's fouled off the first couple of pitches he's seen. And a reminder that we've got a doubleheader for you here from Parkview Field. We've got a Northeast 8 conference matchup coming up after this one's done. That's Leo versus Huntington North. Bounding ball hit towards short. It's going to be gloved at third by Barkle, and his throw is in time. Mallett able to stay on the bag to get the out. Spartans get a runner on base due to the hit batsman, but the Charger defense is able to get out of the frame. We'll go to the second here on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance. I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Well, Daniel Kirk will lead things off for the Chargers here in the top of the second. A solo home run by Connor Barkle, and then Jordan Mallett triples on the next at bat. He eventually scored on a wild pitch as that first pitch is taken downstairs to Kirk. That's popped up. That's going to go out of play. Oh, that was awful close. Tarango trying to get the call on the outside corner, but did not get it. Kirk batting .368 on the season. And he's worked the count to 3-1. And I mentioned our next game is between Huntington North and Leo. I can see the Huntington North players in the first base side stands to my right. So they got here a little bit early. Huntington North is coached by Jared Hamill. That's called strike three on the corner. Kirk thought it was outside, and he was headed off to first base. But instead, it's just strikeout in the first of the game, second of the game actually for Tarango. And now Dirkman will step to the plate. He takes that one down and away. He's a junior, 5'11". Well, it looked like it was off the plate. A little closer than the called strike to Kirk, though. Swing and a miss and make it 2-1. Now Kirk's starting to put together a little bit of a battle. Excuse me, Dirkman putting together a battle. Cooper Rudolph set to hit next. You got center fielder Nick Hockemeyer playing a little bit into right center. You'll be expecting Dirkman to go the opposite field. The 2-2 to Dirkman, and it's fouled off, and he continues to stay alive. Good battle being put together by Dirkman. As I thought that was Nick Bile, the head coach for Homestead, but it was not.
Manager Chris Corman going out there, getting the ball.
Swing and a miss. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Tarango.
Nice job by Tarango, not being shaken by the two big hits early on in the first inning. Playing well now, 2 straight strikeouts.
Here is Cooper Rudolph. He caught that pop-up right on the foul line for the second out of the inning. Carroll defense able to come up with the outs top of that first inning after the hit by pitch to lead it off. That's right on the corner for a called strike. Tarango's already got 3 strikeouts for the game. He's bidding for his 4th. The bottom of the order due up on deck. That's Gabe Starks waiting in the on-deck circle. Now Rudolph pops it foul and out of play. Well, they asked the fans to return foul balls to the dugout, but every now and then you get a Parkview Sports Medicine employee who does that. And that's the case right now. That's Eric Dukevich looking for the ball. The 1-2 on the way, and that's popped up, and it's going to go out of play. Well, these Carroll hitters have put together some pretty good battles. They've done well with 2 strikes to fight off the pitches and keep their at-bats alive. And so far, Rudolph's worked it to a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Tarango strikes out the side. Three strikeouts this inning, 4 for the game for Caden Tarango, and we'll go to the bottom of the second here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level, catching and shooting, working on ball handling.
Well, here is Jake Goody to lead off the bottom of the second inning. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it off. Jake is a junior. He's got 14 runs driven in this year. He's a .375 hitter. So he takes that one down and away. Now Worrell sends that one into the dirt to make it 2-1. It's been a common theme at some of these high school games. You'll see the center fielder playing to the opposite side of the batter. In this case, Chargers center fielder Gabe Starks is playing in left center field against the left-handed batting Goody. And Goody's going to walk his way to first. Again, the leadoff man is aboard for Homestead, and now Bryce Yoder will come to the plate. Homestead does not yet have a hit in this game. And what a contrast so far. Homestead's order is mostly left-handed batters, and Carroll's order has been mostly right-handed batters. But we will see a left-hander coming to the plate to lead off the third inning. That's Gabe Starks. Yoder, a .349 hitter. He's used as a catcher on a couple of occasions last year. We find him today at shortstop. That one just catches the inside corner as Worrell trying to find that strike zone. He doesn't have a strikeout yet, but his defense has gotten the job done so far. There goes the runner. Goody takes off. Throw down to second. That's not going to be in time. Goody steals it.
All year long, Jake Goody has been stealing bases for this Spartans team. That's his 9th stolen base of the year.
And immediately the Spartans with a runner in scoring position. The pitch was a strike. It's 2-2. But nobody out for Homestead. And Yoder will foul that one off. I think somebody might have made a nice catch or came close to it over there in the stands. But the Spartans have a runner in scoring position. Have not gotten a hit yet. Oh, that was close. Worrell was trying to paint that inside corner, but did not get the call. They fake the throw back to first, but Yoder is in safely. Another one sent foul. It's Isaac McDonald who went after that foul ball there. He's in the hole for Homestead. The 3-2 is popped up, and that's going to go out of play. A good battle being put together by Yoder. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner. Goody into third. The throw bounced in, and Goody's safe.
Goody already stealing 2 bases just on this trip around the bases. A dangerous threat.
It does go as a strikeout of Bryce Yoder. However, that swing might have helped just a little bit. Kind of threw Cooper Rudolph off with his throw. So that one misses inside to Carter Dixon. He's the starting catcher for this game. Dixon, a .417 hitter on the year. He takes that one upstairs. Just 7 runs driven in, but he can add to that here. Even a ground ball could do that. The infielders are playing back. It's a 3-0 count on Dixon. Did that hit him? It doesn't matter. Even if it didn't, it's ball 4. I'm not sure if this is what Nick Bile was talking about. However, Will Worrell has come close to hitting a number of pitchers, and I'm wondering if the Chargers might be making a pitching change. That is Dave Ginder, who's out to talk with him right now. He's got runners on the corners. They might leave him in to try and get a double play ball to end the inning. Here's Isaac McDonald, the starting first baseman. He's a .281 hitter. And he has been productive this year, 17 RBIs. He's got ducks on the pond right now, but a little breaking ball there from Worrell. And that might have tied up McDonald. He pops that one up. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. Rudolph runs out of room. That time might have been called by McDonald. And no doubt he's looking to put this ball in the outfield. He's trying as hard as he can to avoid that inning-ending double play. There goes the runner. They might avoid it anyway. Instead, he fouls it off. Homestead does not yet have a hit in this game, but if they get one here, we're easily looking at a tie game, we're easily looking at Homestead being on the board and possibly tying the game. Number 9 hitter Jackson Todor waits on deck. Homestead is coached by Nick Bile. He was an assistant coach under Steve Sotier. And I believe he is an Indiana University graduate. The 0-2, and McDonald lifts that one into right field. That's a long way. Should be deep enough to score the run. It's going to be caught by Dirkman, but the run comes home, and Homestead is on the board.
Nice job there by Jake Goody with the awareness, tagging up on third and getting that run in.
Well, I said Isaac McDonald wanted to avoid a double play ground ball, and he certainly did that. He hit that ball well down the right field line. Sent Dirkman running over his shoulder, or looking over his shoulder as he ran. And that's enough to get the run home. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. And sliding into second base, rather. I think that might be a courtesy runner. That was Dixon who got hit by the pitch moments ago. Count, meanwhile, is 0-1 on Jackson Todor. And he punches that one into left field for a base hit. They are going to send the runner. The throw is cut off. Relay to the plate. Got him! The tag just in time from Rudolph.
Nice recovery there by the Chargers, ending out this inning, holding on to the lead.
2-1, Carroll takes that one-run lead into the third here on SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working, and I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to, and so I send him my thing every day, and he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people. I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it. I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer. You look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You got to work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now.
Number 9 hitter in the Carroll lineup, Gabe Starks, comes to the plate. Tarango evens the count with him 1-1. Tarango struck out the side last time he took the mound. That was back in the second inning. But that one's down and away, make it 2-1 on Starks. Daniel Kirk with the throw from left field, along with the cutoff from Barkle. Were able to keep Homestead from tying the game just moments ago. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's flared into left field. That is going to be scooped up off the ground. It's a base hit. It was not caught. And it's a leadoff single for Gabe Starks. He just got it down. Well, we'll give that one a look in just a second as Jaden Dubaugh comes to the plate. This was the play that ended the second inning. There's Daniel Kirk's throw. He hits the cutoff man, and then a good relay by Barkle, and it looked like Rudolph got him on the helmet with the tag as that first pitch is fouled off by Jaden Dubaugh. Let's look at our most recent replay. Even more recent than the one you just saw. Starks just flipped that one. No, that was close. Dubaugh goes the other way and fouls it off. Get one more look at the Traction AP replay. Yeah, it looks like that one does drop right in front of Quintana. And it went as a base hit for Starks. They throw back to first, and Starks is in safely. That misses outside, 1-2. Jaden Dubaugh 0 for 1 so far today, but he is a solid run producer for this Charger team. Batting .400 on the season, he's driven in 22 runs. That's just off the plate. And the count goes to 2-2. Throw back to first, and Starks is safe. McDonald applied the tag, but Starks did not leave the bag. Called strike 3 on the corner. That'll send Barkle to the plate. He had that solo home run his last time up. A 1-0 count on Barkle. And Noah, you mentioned earlier, it's his second home run of the season. The only player on this Carroll team with multiple home runs is Alex Smith, and he's 3 batters away. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, throw down to second, and it gets away. It looked like Wiegert would have had him, but he's unable to field the hop. The pitch was called a strike, so it's a 1-2 count. But now the Chargers have a runner in scoring position as Barkle tries to take advantage of the opportunity. He's obviously driven in 1 run already with that homer. That's taken upstairs. The count runs even at 2 apiece. And again, our next game is between Huntington North and Leo. They'll be right here at Parkview Field here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. There's the 2-2 to Barkle, and swing and a miss, but the ball's in the dirt. And the throw is in time. McDonald steps on the bag, but the runner will advance to second, or rather to third. It does go as a strikeout, however, for Tarango. And now here's Jordan Mallett, who tripled his last time up and eventually came around to score. That was on a wild pitch. But he's looking to push a run home with a base hit here. He takes a strike on the corner. Andrew Sinish is on deck in case we get that far. Oh, just off the plate. Almost in the same spot, and the Homestead crowd didn't like that no call. Tarango's trying to paint that corner. Swing and a miss. He'll get it to a 2-2 count with that one. Mallett went chasing. And now he's got an even count to have to work with. Full count. Here's the 2-2, or 3-2 rather. That's ball 4. And Dixon's able to recover and keep the runner at third. So now Andrew Sinish comes up with runners on the corners and 2 down. That's taken for a called strike. 0-1 the count on Sinish. Swing and a miss. A big hack there, 0-2, as Tarango tries to get out of this threat and keep it a 2-1 Carroll lead. Carroll got both of their runs in the top of the first. Homestead got a sac fly in the bottom of the second from Isaac McDonald. That pitch gets away. Sinish is going to hold the runner at third, but Mallett advances to second on the wild pitch. Now Sinish with an opportunity to push home a couple of runs here. Oh, that was close. Tarango has been looking for that corner, seems like this entire inning, but hasn't quite gotten the call. That's slap foul and out of play. That's off the plate, 3-2. Payoff. Sinish strikes out. Tarango gets him to chase and ends the inning. Second time Tarango has struck out the side in this game, and it remains 2-1 Carroll. Back after this on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more.
Leadoff hitter Carson Nutter comes to the plate to start the third, and he flares that into shallow left field. It's playable for Daniel Kirk, and he makes the catch. That'll send Nick Hockemeyer to the plate. He's 0 for 1 so far, but this Homestead team has quite the lefty-heavy lineup compared to Carroll, who just has the one lefty. Check swing. They're going to say he went. Nick Bile not happy with that call. There was hardly an appeal there. That one misses inside, 1-1. They call that one on the corner. Will Worrell with just one strikeout so far. He's one of the top pitchers in strikeouts for the Chargers this season. And apparently that one was fouled off. That was at a 1-2 count. And Hockemeyer is able to get just enough of it to keep his at-bat alive. There's the 1-2 from Worrell, and it's bounced to the right side, but foul. Homestead 12-3 on the season. They played Northrop last night. They won that game. But these two teams are going to have two more games coming up after today. I believe they're at Homestead tomorrow and then at Carroll on Thursday. That one's lifted into right center field. A well-hit ball by Hockemeyer. And that is down in the gap. Hockemeyer is going to get to third easily. Nick Hockemeyer with a stand-up triple. And the tying run is 90 feet away for Homestead.
Hockemeyer has been a dangerous hitter all year, one of the only two players to hit a home run for the Spartans. He also has now 4 triples on the season with that one.
Second hit of the day for Homestead. Carroll's got just 3 hits, and now Brennan Weigert, if he can make contact, can make this a tie ball game. But he pops that one up, and no doubt that's just what the Carroll infield was looking for. As Mallett camps under it to make the catch, a little bluff tag there by Hockemeyer. He does not come home. Well, Weigert was looking to make contact, but that wasn't the kind of contact he wanted. Ground ball, fly ball into the outfield, line drive. That's what he would have wanted, but instead he got the pop-up. But here is Braden Quintana. 12 ribbies this year, a .413 average. And he bounces that one foul, and luckily there's a little railing right there to protect the players in the dugout. Oh, and 1 the count on Quintana. Flip towards second and a base hit. Right over Smith and a run scores. Homestead has tied the game. Braden Quintana cashes in with the RBI single. That'll send Jake Goody to the plate. Some 2-out hitting for the Spartans, and now Goody will try to keep the threat going. Look back to first. They don't get the out. Goody has had quite the productive season this year. 375 average, 14 runs driven in. He's got 2 extra base hits this year, a double and a triple. That's called a strike on the corner for Worrell. And it's an 0-2 count on Goody. A run in the second and a run here in the third for Homestead. Not a big lead over there at first for Quintana. Called strike 3 on the corner. Worrell gets his second strikeout of the game. However, Braden Quintana cashes in with an RBI single, and Homestead has tied it up at 2 as we go into the fourth inning. You're watching high school baseball on SummitCitySports.com.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level, catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Nick Hockemeier's triple and Braden Quintana's RBI single instrumental in getting Homestead their second run of the game. They tie it at 2 apiece. And now the Chargers will look to answer as Alex Smith, Daniel Kirk, and Michael Dirkman will come to the plate. And Alex Smith was notably frustrated with himself after that line drive hit right past second base. He wanted to make a play on it. Made a good effort, but Braden Quintana knocked it right over his glove. And Smith takes that one down and away for a ball. Smith is 0 for 1 in this game so far. Bounding ball hit towards short. Gloved at short by Yoder. Throws. Got him! Heck of a play by Bryce Yoder. The Spartans retire a dangerous hitter as Daniel Kirk will come to the plate. Kirk was a strikeout victim his last time up. There's no 1 count to start out. I haven't really seen this defense make a tough play yet, but Yoder was able to do just that. That one hits him. I think that's the 3rd hit batsman we've had today. First time, though, that one of Carroll's hitters has been hit. Here's Michael Dirkman. Dirkman's 0 for 1, but Carroll looking to get the lead back. 3 hits per team so far in the game. Carroll 19-2 on the season, ranked 4th in Class 4A in the Indiana Baseball Coaches Poll. Long lead over there at first base. Kirk digs back in. He's safe. McDonald dropped the ball. Pitch was called a strike, and it's 0-2 on Dirkman. He's a .304 hitter, 9 ribbies this season. Swing and a miss. And Tarango gets the strikeout. That's the 8th strikeout of the game for Caden Tarango. And now Cooper Rudolph will come to the plate for the Chargers. That was off the plate. Called a ball. Now Rudolph last came to bat in the top of the second. Throw back to first. Kirk is back in safely. Rudolph was one of 3 consecutive Chargers to strike out at the hands of Caden Tarango. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. That's way too high and into the outfield. And just like that, the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. (2-0) just on the corner for a called strike. Carroll scored twice in the first inning. They've been held scoreless since. That's fouled off. Count goes to 2-2 on Rudolph. He's just a 174 hitter on the season. He's got 4 RBIs. But Rudolph has a chance to give Carroll the lead. He shoots that the other way, but it's foul. That's popped up, shallow left field. Actually, it's not even going to reach left field. It's going to be caught by the third baseman, Todor. And that takes us to the end of the top of the fourth, to the middle of the fourth, that is. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth with Homestead and Carroll tied at 2 here on this broadcast of high school baseball, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help. With their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing.
Well, we're back for the bottom of the fourth. Homestead and Carroll tied at 2 apiece. Bryce Yoder will lead things off for the Spartans. It's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 spots coming to the plate for Homestead here in the bottom of the fourth. Now, the number 8 hitter is Isaac McDonald. He had a sacrifice fly just 2 innings ago to get Homestead on the board, and Yoder punches that one into shallow center field. It's down for a base hit right in front of Starks, and Yoder's got a leadoff single. And that will send Carter Dixon to the plate. Dixon was hit by a pitch his last time up as Worrell throws back over. Yoder is safe. That's taken in the dirt for a ball.
Carter Dixon is also a football player, plays punter, and is in fact committed to Lawrence Tech to play football and baseball.
He bounces that one foul. Of course, it's not uncommon for high school athletes to play multiple sports, but I think of someone going for football and baseball for his college career. I don't think Luke Palmer went for both sports, but he was a heck of a baseball player as well as a football player. He's a linebacker on the football team.
Yeah, I believe Palmer chose to ultimately play football at Hope.
The 1-1 to Dixon is upstairs. Throw back from Rudolph, and that's not in time. Homestead's got the go-ahead run on base off that leadoff single by Bryce Yoder just moments ago. That's in the dirt. It gets under Rudolph, and trotting his way to second is Yoder. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Dixon looked like he did not go, and the umpires agree. It's ball 4, and Dixon will head to first. And it's runners on first and second for the Spartans. And here comes Isaac McDonald. And now Dave Ginder is out to have a word with Will Worrell. Well, Worrell has been such a solid pitcher this year, has given up very few runs, but Ginder's going to ask for the ball and make a pitching change. Well, we'll tell you more about that when we return here on this broadcast of high school baseball, brought to you by Summit City Sports.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level, catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Well, the new pitcher for Carroll is number 2, Thomas Tratnick. Tratnick has an ERA over 4 coming into this game. He is 1-0 in games that he has pitched. But he inherits runners on first and second, and Isaac McDonald is the batter coming to the plate. McDonald already has a sac fly. That's what got Homestead on the board in the second. You might say they've been chipping away little by little. Of course, only got 2 runs on the board, but that's all it's taken to tie the game, and now they've got runners on first and second. Look back to second. That throw is offline. Took Sinish off the bag. In fact, I think Sinish's parents were recognized for celebrating their 19th anniversary on the Jumbotron here at Parkview Field. It was Sinish was the last name of the husband and wife that were recognized. Swing and a miss. And Tratnick gets to an 0-1 count. As for Will Worrell, he goes 3 innings. He gets 2 strikeouts. And he's given up a grand total of 4 hits and 2 runs. McDonald squaring to bunt. He bunts that a long way. And you can't get a bunt for a home run, but that was hit quite a ways as far as bunts are concerned. Not bunting that time, and he goes and fouls it off. Interesting that McDonald would try to drop down a bunt. And then go back to a regular swing. Waited till fairly late in the at-bat to square. That misses outside for a ball. Bryce Yoder led off the inning with a single. They've got a pinch runner out at second for him. That's Aiden Harris. Carter Dixon then walked his way to first. And I believe Harris is actually pinch running for Dixon. Yoder still at second. Down and away, and the count runs full after Tratnik got ahead 0-2. Here's the payoff to McDonald. Hit softly but foul. Might have been good enough to move the runners as softly as that ball was hit. Another look back to second. And Smith didn't get over quite in time. Full count, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. McDonald trying to deliver kind of like he did earlier in the game, and he slaps that one into right field for a base hit. They're going to send Yoder around third. The throw to the plate is not going to get there. Homestead takes the lead. McDonald cashes in.
And Spartans really have a chance to get some points up in this inning with 0 outs and still 2 guys on bases.
What a well-hit ball that was by McDonald. I tell you what, Noah, he has done very well going to the opposite field both times he's been at the plate today.
Yeah, and McDonald is another Spartan who's committed to play college baseball. He's committed to play at Bethel.
Jackson Todor, the batter. He's the number 9 hitter in the Spartan lineup. He pops up a bunt, and that's going out of play. That's taken inside for a ball. Todor had the first hit of the game. It was a single to left field. However, Aiden Harris, who was pinch running at the time, was thrown out at the plate. So the hit stood, but the run did not happen. It's awful close, though. A bang-bang play at the plate. But Isaac McDonald just gave the Spartans the lead on the last at-bat, and now Todor trying to add to that lead. He bounces that one toward third, bobbled at third. Runners had to go. The throw's going to come to first, and Carroll gets the out. Despite the bobble, a heads-up play there by Connor Barkle to get the out at first out of the inning, but both runners will advance. Well, if he feels that cleanly, he's probably got a chance to get the force at third. But as it stands, Homestead's got runners at second and third. And the leadoff hitter, Carson Nutter, is at the plate. It's in the dirt. Rudolph going to dig it out. The runners will not advance. Infield is in for Carroll this time. You got Jordan Mallett there, almost aligned with first base. He's actually past first base. So I think Tratnik wants a new baseball, and he gets one. That sent foul and out of play. They throw back to second. It's not in time. Nutter's batting .333 this season. He's driven home 6 runs. Now for McDonald, his RBI total is now up to 19. He had the sac fly earlier this game, then the RBI single here in the 4th to make this 3-2 Homestead lead possible. On the ground, hit towards second. The throw will come home. The tag is not in time. A bang-bang play at the plate, and Harris is safe. And that'll send Hockemeyer to the plate. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And both those runs are going to end up being charged to Will Worrell, as both Carter Dixon and Bryce Yoder reached base while he was still in the game. And, of course, Harris was courtesy running for Dixon. There goes a runner from first, and the throw is going to be faked to second as Nutter slides in safely. And, again, Homestead has runners at second and third. Starting to chip away little by little, but already got a multi-run inning here in the 4th. 1-1 the count here on Hockemeyer. He tripled his last time up and eventually scored the tying run. Beg your pardon, that was actually the go-ahead run. No, I'm sorry, that was the tying run. That was in the 3rd inning as Barkle runs out of room over there on the far side. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Some more solid hitters coming up. Brennan Weigert is in the on-deck circle for Homestead, and then Braden Quintana would bat after him. Swing and a miss. And Tratnik gets the strikeout, a huge strikeout for the second out of the inning. And that will send Brennan Weigert to the plate. 0 for 2 so far, but Weigert has had a very productive season. He's .471 on the year, 12 ribbies. Homestead's already got the lead, but Weigert trying to extend that lead by at least another run, maybe 2. If he can get a base hit here with 2 outs, as that one's taken outside for a ball. Homestead has scored in every inning since the 2nd. First inning is the only one where they haven't been able to score. Carroll scored 2 runs in the first. They have not scored since. This one is lifted to left field. Drifting back, and that ball is gone. Brennan Weigert crushes it out of the park. A 3-run jack.
Uyghur getting his second home run of the season and a big one there, giving Homestead 3 runs and a 7-2 lead now over the Chargers.
Homestead had gotten 1 run in each of the first 2 innings where they scored, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, but this has turned into a 5-run inning. And now Braden Quintana will step to the plate with 2 down and nobody on. That was Weigert's second home run of the season and fouled off by Quintana. And another one fouled off by Quintana.
Quintana is another guy on this Spartans team who's going to continue his playing career after high school. He's going to play at Manchester.
That's in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Speaking of Manchester, Manchester University will not be here tomorrow. However, Manchester High School will take on North Miami in the second game of our doubleheader as Quintana lifts that foul out of play, putting together a good battle. I believe he's done that a couple of times he's been at the plate. He had an RBI single his last time up, and that's what tied the game. Brennan Uyghur with the home run just a moment ago, a 3-run shot that made this 5-2 lead possible. Down and away for ball 3. Well, what good could a walk do? It could keep the threat going for Homestead as Jake Goody, another really good hitter, is on deck. Ground ball right side. Diving stab over at first by Mallett. Flip back to the bag, not in time. Well, and Mallett is now down over there at first base. He made a diving stop to get the ball. He kind of had a lazy flip, but that's all he could do in the position that he was in. And Dave Ginder will check on him along with the trainer, and we'll come back after this injury timeout. Certainly hope that Mallett is okay here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I think Jordan Mallett's going to stick this one out. He made a diving stop but couldn't get up in time to make the throw on the last play, and it ends up going as an infield single for Braden Quintana, his second hit of the game. This is Jake Goody at the plate as Homestead has already pushed across 5 runs this inning. Little bounding ball hit towards second. Smith has it. His throw is in time, and the inning is over. Homestead gets 5, and they lead at 7-2. We'll go to the 5th here on SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved like mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working, and I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to, and so I send him my thing every day, and he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people. I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it. I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer. You look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You got to work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
Well, we'll go ahead and show you our Traction AP replay. This was no doubt the biggest at-bat of the inning for Homestead. Brennan Weigert lifts one deep and well out of Parkview Field. You see it went off the that Rorman Automotive roof out there in left field. That's a local automotive brand, by the way. Car dealership brand, that is. As the number 9 hole hitter, Gabe Starks, leads things off for Carroll as they try to get out of this hole that they're in. They have not scored since the first inning. Now, their first run was off a home run. That was by Connor Barkle, and he's due to hit third this inning. You also got Jason Dubois coming to the plate. He's on deck. That's upstairs 2-0. Caden Tarango has been so solid throughout the game. 8 strikeouts. But he starts this at bat off 2-0. And that's up and away 3-0. Starks is 1 for 1 today. A single in the third. Called a strike on the corner. That's off the plate, ball 4. Starks has reached twice in this game. That will send Jaden Dubois to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. As Tarango will get a word from his pitching coach. Dangerous hitters coming up for Carroll. Jaden Dubois is set to hit next. He's got 22 RBIs. He's got a 400 batting average. And then he'll be followed by Connor Barkle. Barkle had the home run earlier this inning, his second of the season. 18th RBI of the year, I should say. That was part of a 2-run inning in the first inning, but Carroll has not scored since then. But they're looking to put together a little threat here, down 7-2. Here in the top half of the 5th. Homestead just put together a 5-run inning, in case you're just joining us. 3 of those runs came by way of a 3-run homer by Brennan Weigert. Again, we've got more high school baseball coming your way tomorrow. We'll tell you about that later on. But another event we've got going on is MVP basketball. Looks like that's set to start at 6 p.m. Tim Atkinson will have the call. Our own Hunter Sosenheimer will be running camera for that one also, as that one is on the corner for a called strike. We certainly hope you'll join us for high school baseball, but I'm sure you'll enjoy MVP basketball as well. That's up and away, 1-1 the count. It's the 1-1, and Dubois with a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Lifted into left field. That could be trouble, and it will be. It's down. Starks is going to be held at second. And the first two hitters reach base for the Chargers. Dubaugh gets himself a single. That's the fourth hit of the game for Carroll. As the Chargers try to get some runs back after the 5-run inning that Homestead put together in the fourth. Connor Barkle, who had that solo home run, comes to the plate with runners on first and second. He could get this down to a 2-run game with one swing of the bat. He lifts that one into left center field. That's going to be trouble. That's 1 run easily, maybe 2. And it's bobbled along the warning track. It will be 2 runs. Dubaugh is in to score a 2-run double for Connor Barkle.
And right there is exactly what the Chargers needed. Had not scored since the first inning, but got 2 runs there to get it back into this one against the Spartans.
So for Connor Barkle, he's driven in 4 runs in this game, and that might be it for Caden Tarango. Such a good, solid outing as Nick Bile is out to the mound. And we'll see if he asks for the ball, and he does. Tarango with no argument whatsoever. Tarango exits with 8 strikeouts, but Carroll trying to put together a little rally. They're down 3. More on the pitching change in just a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working, and I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to, and so I send him my thing every day, and he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to just outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people, I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it, I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer, you look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You gotta work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Well, the new pitcher for Homestead is Jake Goody. Just a .88 ERA so far this season. He's made 3 pitching appearances, and he inherits a runner on second base with nobody out here in the top of the 5th as Carroll is looking to put together a rally. Connor Barkle with a 2-run double just a moment ago. This is Jordan Mallett. Takes one off the plate. Jordan Mallett had a triple in his first at-bat and eventually scored on a wild pitch. Up until this inning, that was the last run that Carroll had gotten. That's on the corner for a called strike. Homestead has out-hit Carroll so far, 7-5. But 2 hits this inning for the Chargers have helped them to get right back into it. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Jordan Mallett, the leading run producer for the Chargers this season. He's driven in 29 runs coming into this one. Transferred in from the great state of Texas. One, two, that's downstairs. Count runs even at 2 apiece. In fact, I believe Homestead has a transfer athlete, Brennan Wiegert, who hit that 3-run home run back in the 4th transferred in from Tennessee. Line drive right to second, caught. They're going to throw to second. Got the double play. Good relay by Wiegert. Yoder was there in the right place at the right time. Well, that will send Andrew Sinesh to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. Big out recorded there by Jake Goody, but his breaking ball misses up and away. This one is lifted, well hit into center field. Drifting back is Hockemeyer, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But Carroll gets 2. Connor Barkle pushes home a couple more, and it's 7-4. Homestead with the lead, but Carroll looking to make a rally here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide.
Bryce Yoder leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. Carroll gets 2 big runs. Connor Barkle coming up with a 2-run double. Barkle with 3 RBIs in this game so far. But then a big double play turned by Brennan Wiegert. Here's a ground ball hit to second. And Smith makes the flip to first for the first out of the inning. As Bryce Yoder grounds out. Here's Carter Dixon. Dixon has been hit by a pitch and walked today, so he doesn't quite have a true at bat. At least not yet he doesn't. Time called, and I don't know, I thought that Tratnik was still in his windup there. Dixon is batting .417 this season. Gets a called strike there, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Dixon off the plate. Homestead got 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carroll answered back with 2 runs of their own. Check swing. It's going to be called a strike. Looked like it was on the corner. That's ripped but foul and out of play. Isaac McDonald, who's had a very productive day at the plate, stands on deck. He's already got 2 RBIs, a sac fly and an RBI single. Dixon trying to keep the at-bat alive. Takes a ball in the dirt, and it's even at 2 apiece. Called strike 3. Looked like that one was at the knees. That'll send Isaac McDonald to the plate. 2 down and nobody on for the Spartans, and this has been kind of rare territory for McDonald. Both times he's come up, Not only has he had a runner on base, he had a runner in scoring position. Got a sac fly his first time, and an RBI single his second time. And even though McDonald bats in the lower portion of Homestead's order, he has been very productive this year. 19 RBIs, including the 2 that he's pushed home today. Swing and a miss. Will breaking ball make it 2-1? We do hope you'll join us for the second game of our doubleheader. Leo taking on Huntington North. I think I see the Leo coaches. Yeah, there's the players on the left field bleacher area, or left field grandstand area. That one missed upstairs for a ball. Gary Rogers is the head coach at Leo. He's been extremely successful in his time there. Won a sectional championship last year as McDonald draws a 2-out walk. That'll send Jackson Todor to the plate. Todor has a hit in the game. He's 1 for 2. However, Aiden Harris was thrown out on his way to the plate. He was courtesy running in that case, and I think he's courtesy running here again for Isaac McDonald this time. Todor is on the bottom part of the lineup for Homestead. Carson Nutter, the leadoff hitter, is set to follow him. It's taken for a called strike. Infielders playing the pull. I beg your pardon, it's actually Griffin Tinkle who's the courtesy runner at first base for Homestead. That's on the corner for a called strike, 0-2. Tratnik trying to keep this a 7-4 ball game and give Carroll a chance to continue to cut into this deficit in the 6th. That one gets away. It's a wild pitch. And Tinkle is easily going to take second. And Todor has a runner at second and a chance to push across a run to make it a 4-run game. That's taken outside. A little fake throw there by Rudolph, and it's 2-2 on Todor. Here's the 2-2 from Tratnik. It's in the dirt. Throw down to third. Did they get him? No, they didn't. They say that Tinkle is safe, apparently right under the tag. Let's try to get another look at that when we get a chance, but right now, Homestead has got a runner at third and a full count. And that's bounced foul. Todor stays alive, so now we will take another look at that last play. That looked like Barkle had a good chance. I'm not sure he didn't get him. It was a close call, and obviously you got to make these calls at a moment's notice when you're an umpire. Count 3-2, the inning continues, ball 4. And it'll continue even longer as the leadoff hitter Carson Nutter will come to the plate. As we're getting towards a dangerous part in the order, Nick Hockemeier's on deck, and he's one of the top hitters as far as batting average goes on this Homestead team. But this guy, Carson Nutter, is no slouch. He's hitting .333. May only have 6 RBIs, but he can add to that total with a base hit here. That one misses down low. Homestead got 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th. They haven't gotten any runs yet here in the 5th, but Nutter could change all that. There goes the runner, and Nutter fouls it off. It's 1-1. By the way, we are here at Parkview Field, home of the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, and I believe their general manager is Mike Nutter. Not sure if that's any relation to Carson or not. We just had Toder trying to take second a moment ago. We'll see if they send him again. And time is called by Carson Nutter. Hockemeyer hoping he gets a chance to hit either with the bases loaded or with 1 or 2 runners on, and an extra run already home. Throw down to first, not in time. Here's the 1-1, put on the ground, but foul, and it's 1-2, and now Tratnik with a chance to get out of this inning unscathed. Started out with a ground out by Yoder and a strikeout to Dixon. But since then, McDonald and Toder have both walked. But he's ahead 1-2. There goes the runner. That came awful close to hitting Nutter. It's called ball 2. Called strike 3. Tratnik gets out of it. He strikes out Nutter to end the 5th, and we'll go to the 6th with Homestead leading 7-4 on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance. I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Back for the 6th inning here on Summit City Sports. Homestead leading Carroll 7-4. The Chargers got 2 runs in the 5th. Kept Homestead scoreless despite the fact that Homestead got runners to 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 5th. However, Homestead did have that 5-run 4th inning, and that's one reason why they've got this 7-4 lead, as Smith takes that one outside from Goody, and it's a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss, make it 1-1. Jake Goody trying to finish off a W for Homestead. He came on to pitch in relief of Caden Tarango. Tarango, 8 strikeouts, did surrender 4 runs. Well, breaking ball, and apparently Goody just caught the corner. Looks like for our second game, Leo's going to be the visiting team and Huntington North's going to be the home team as that's fouled off and onto the netting over there. Smith does a good job keeping the at-bat alive. Daniel Kirk and Michael Dirkman will follow Alex Smith. And if we get that far, Cooper Rudolph will be the fourth hitter to come to the plate this inning for the Chargers. That's off the plate, 2-2. Breaking ball on the ground to short. Yoder with the throw, got him. Well, early on it was the strikeouts of Caden Tarango, and now the defense start to make its mark, and Yoder has made a couple of nice plays over there at shortstop. As Daniel Kirk steps to the plate for Carroll, he's the starting left fielder for this game for the Chargers. Homestead came into this game at 12-3, trying to get to 13-3. They'll play Carroll again twice this week, once tomorrow and once on Thursday. It's a breaking ball that just catches the zone. That one apparently caught the outside. 0-2 the count. Goody delivers, and that one bounces in the dirt. Looked like Goody was trying to put some heat on that one and just got away from him. It's a shame we don't have a radar gun. I'd like to find out how fast that one would have gone. Swing and a miss. It scoops up in the dirt. Dixon will throw down to first to complete the strikeout. Kirk is retired, and now Dirkman will come to the plate with 2 down and nobody on here in the 6th. First pitch to Dirkman. That one misses well outside, 1-0. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter if Dirkman does advance. That one's grounded foul. That pinch hitter is Michael Berwick. That's up and away, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. As Goody tries to battle back after the 3-1 count. Dirkman trying to give the Chargers a base runner, and he bounces it foul. He's still got a chance to give him a base runner. That actually was ball 3, so now it's a 3-2 count on Dirkman. Bounced foul. That one almost hits him, and Dirkman walks. And Carroll's got themselves a base runner. That'll send Cooper Rudolph to the plate as Dan Ginder just returns a couple of baseballs to the umpire. Now here is Berwick to pinch hit. Dan Ginder not only is the head baseball coach at Carroll, he also teaches math. His brother Dan Ginder is the athletic director at Carroll. Now, Michael Berwick comes in with a .353 average. He's played in 13 games this season. Just 18 plate appearances, but he started a number of games last year for the Chargers. Chargers looking to put together a rally as that one is taken on the corner for a strike. No delivery. That's a breaking ball. It was close. Goody wanted that strike call. He did not get it. Here's the 1-1, sent foul, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Goody gets the strikeout to end the inning. Second strikeout this inning for Jake Goody, and the Spartans lead at 7-4 going to the bottom of the sixth here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that...
Well, some good hitters coming to the plate for Homestead in the bottom of the sixth inning. This is Nick Hockemeyer to lead things off, and he rips that one into right field. That's a long run for Dirkman, but he will make the catch right along the foul line. Hockemeyer put a charge into that fly ball, but a good job by Dirkman to track it down. He might have been battling the sun. And not as many shadows over there in right field, as that one's taken downstairs by Brennan Wiegert. He had the 3-run home run his last time up that made it 7-2 at the time. That's upstairs. And did that hit him? Well, the way Wiegert reacted, it would seem as though it did. The umpire calls it ball 3 instead of a hit batsman. Had a few hitters hit by pitches today. That's in for a called strike. That's down for ball 4. So here's Brandon Quintana, who is 2 for 3 today, including an RBI single back in the third. Both of his hits have been singles, and Quintana having a very productive season. He was not a frequent starter last year, but he has been a frequent starter this year, and he's taken advantage of that. And you can say the same for Jake Goody. In fact, Nick Biles had plenty of good things to say about those two. He said both have been really solid. They have always had the talent. They are just now getting a chance to be everyday contributors in key roles. As that ball gets away, so I have to close the quote there from Coach Bile. And now I'll reopen that quote. He went on to say, and I quote, "They have been great for us, along with several other guys in producing runs, including Wiegert, Hockemeyer, McDonald, and others," end quote. 1-1 the count here on Quintana as Wiegert is now at second after the wild pitch. Count goes to 1-2 on Quintana. A runner in scoring position for the Spartans as Quintana tries to add to the lead. Was he hit by the pitch? Sure looked like he was. Are the umpires saying that he leaned into the pitch? They're not giving him first base. Instead, the count's 2-2. That time it looked like the pitch missed him, but again, it came awful close. 3-2 the count on Quintana. Quintana rips that one into right field. That's a base hit. They're going to send Wiegert. The throw will not come home. It was cut off initially, and Wiegert is safe. 8-4 Homestead. Quintana delivers again. Quintana with his second RBI single of the game, and it looked as though Jordan Mallett had a chance to make the throw to the plate, but couldn't get it cleanly in his glove. And now Jake Goody will come to the plate as Dave Ginder is out to the mound to have a word with Tratnik. We'll see if he goes to his bullpen here. Looks like he will. And we'll tell you more about the pitching change in just a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working. And I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to. And so I send him my thing every day. And he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people. I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it. I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer. You look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You got to work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Back here at Parkview Field in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Braden Quintana has just delivered a little insurance run for Homestead An RBI single to help get Brennan Wiegert home, and Jake Goody bounces that one to second. Throw to second, and that gets away and into the outfield. Everybody's safe. I think that's the first error of the game. That'll send Bryce Yoder to the plate. That one's taken up and away for a ball. Pitch on the way, and that's upstairs. That one catches the corner. Bryce Yoder, who's at the plate right now, is 1 for 3. Singled and scored. That was back in the 4th inning when the Spartans got those 5 runs. He's got a full count to work with after that big hack. Payoff to Yoder. Is upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Still just 1 out in the inning as Homestead has a chance to do some real damage. Carter Dixon is the batter. Dixon has not yet gotten a hit today. He's been hit by a pitch and walked and also struck out. But if he gets a hit here, it could be some huge insurance runs for the Spartans. That pitch misses up and inside for ball 1. Jackson Sparks, the freshman, is the pitcher, by the way, for Carroll after the pitching change was made moments ago. Sent Tratnik, or finishing off the day for Tratnik. It's a 2-0 count on Dixon. Already ahead in the count, 2-0. Got a pitch to hit there, and he fouled it off. Oh, the 2-0 count, it's not so surprising to see a guy take a hack, especially with the bases loaded. Walk obviously scores 1 run. A base hit could score 2, maybe 3. That hits him. That's a guaranteed run. They'll send Isaac McDonald to the plate. And McDonald has already had a productive day. 2 RBIs, a sac fly, and an RBI single. And he comes up with the bases loaded and just 1 out. Carroll likely looking for a ground ball to end the inning. That breaking ball is called for a strike. Here's the 0-1, and that's down. Called a strike. Looked like it skipped in the dirt both times. Swing and a miss, and McDonald goes down on strikes. It's the first time he's struck out today, and Jackson Toder will come to the plate. First pitch misses low. Homestead's gotten one run on the hit batter with Dixon coming to the plate. And he was hit by the pitch just moments ago. 1-0 is lifted, foul, and that's going out of play. Lifted in the air to right center field. That one could be trouble. And that is going to drop for a base hit. That's going to clear the bags. Toder headed to third. The throw is not in time. It's a 3-run triple for Jackson Toder. (12-4) as Toder cashes in.
Amazing hit there by Tudor, just absolutely setting up the Spartans in perfect position right now. Bottom of the 6th, up 12-4.
Well, here's Carson Nutter. He fouls off the first pitch and makes it 0-1. Down and away for a ball. 1-1 the count. That slapped the other way, but a foul ball. In the air to center field. That one's going to be caught by Gabe Starks to end the inning. Homestead gets 4 more, and they lead at 12-4 going to the 7th inning here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Dealing with joint pains, sprains, strains, or back pain? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, Ortho Express has specialized orthopedic physicians on staff when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic.
Bottom of the order comes to the plate here in the 7th. Homestead leading 12-4. Gabe Starks will lead things off. Oh, that one broke back in over the zone. Starks thought it was going to be a ball. Frankly, so did I. Until it curved back. Jake Goody is back out there. This is his 3rd inning of work, and he gets a swing and miss there. That time Starks got the breaking ball again, and he saw it coming, but was unable to get the bat on the ball. Dangerous hitters coming up, Jaden Dubaugh and Jordan Mallett. Breaking ball, that's in for a called strike. Caught the corner. 3 straight breaking balls by Goody, and he rings up Starks. Well, that's Goody's 3rd strikeout since he's come on to pitch in relief as Jaden Dubaugh takes one out over the corner, called strike. Goody is painting those corners. Here's the 0-1. Dubaugh takes that one on the corner. On the opposite corner that time, 0-2. After this game gets done, the Leo Lions and Huntington North Vikings, I believe, will get 30 minutes before their game gets underway. That game was scheduled to start at 7, but you have to get 30 minutes to warm up. After the game beforehand gets done, I'm not sure that didn't nick Dubaugh on the jersey. They call it ball 2. Here's the 2-2. That one not quite as close, but also came close again. 3-2 the count after Goody started out this at bat ahead, 0-2. I beg your pardon, Connor Barkle is on deck, and Goody was already in his windup when time was called. Barkle's on deck. Jordan Mallett would hit after Barkle if we get that far. And that's sent foul to keep the at-bat alive. Homestead trying to go to 13-3, trying to knock off the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A. Check that, the number 4 ranked team in Class 4A, the Carroll Chargers. That's ball 4. And Dubaugh is aboard. That'll send Connor Barkle to the plate. Barkle with 3 runs driven in today, a 2-run double, and also a solo home run. Throw back to first is not in time. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 the count on Barkle. Barkle, a .314 hitter. His RBI total is now up to 20 after the 3 runs he's already pushed across. Another swing and a miss. Make it 0-2. First out this inning came by way of a strikeout with Goody retiring Gabe Starks. Breaking ball on the corner, called strike 3. And that will send Jordan Mallett to the plate. Mallett had that triple in the top of the 7th with Carroll scoring those 2 runs, or top of the first rather. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the 4th. But Carroll has not scored aside from those 2 innings. That's good. He misses outside that time with the breaking ball. He's been favoring that breaking ball all through this inning, it seems like. Throw back to first, and they are not going to get Dubaugh, who dives back in safely. Dixon trying to put him out, but to no avail. 2-0 the count. That's at the knees, 2-1. 2-1 on the way, a breaking ball, and that one apparently just caught the bottom of the zone. Goody's already struck out 2 hitters this inning. 4 strikeouts this game since coming on to pitch in relief. That one slapped the other way, but foul. Mallett keeps the at-bat alive for the time being. They throw back to first, and the throw gets away. Dubaugh is going to take off for second. He's in easily, and now a runner in scoring position for Mallett. If he advances, Andrew Sinesh would be next. That misses down and in. 3-2 the count on Mallett. Homestead got 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. That slapped the other way down the line, and that's a base hit. Making the turn and coming home is Dubaugh, and he is in. An RBI single for Mallett. Mallett came in leading the Chargers in RBIs, and he adds to that total his 30th of the season. Andrew Sinesh comes up 0 for 3 so far. On the ground, foul past third. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Up the middle, past Goody. Fielded it short by Yoder. He steps on the bag, and there's your ball game. The Homestead Spartans get the win. They improve to 13-3 on the season. They out-hit Carroll 9-6, and a good battle put together by Carroll, but 2 big innings for Homestead were the story tonight. They got 5 runs in the 4th, and then another 5 in the 6th inning.
Yeah, it was really just the 4th inning and 6th inning. Like you just mentioned, we saw Uyghur in the 4th inning hit that home run that gave Homestead 3 runs, and then we saw Tudor in the 6th inning hit a triple that sent 3 Spartans home. Really, those 2 plays were the biggest moments in this game for the Spartans.
Well, our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is going to be shared between 3 players tonight. Isaac McDonald drives home 2 runs. He'll get one of the recognitions for player of the game, a sac fly and an RBI single. As you mentioned, Noah Wiegert had that 3-run home run, so he'll be the second player of the game for tonight. And Braden Quintana goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs. Quintana, Wiegert, and McDonald are your Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. Again, Homestead beats Carroll 12-5 here at Parkview Field in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Join us for the second game of our doubleheader in just a moment. Leo versus Huntington North. Until then, we say so long for the time being. For Noah Johanningsmeyer and Hunter Sosenheimer, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Parkview Field. We'll be back for the second game, Leo versus Huntington North, in just a moment.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
This SIM card has 53 minutes. Is the other one in the bag? Yes, it's in the bag.